A very good morning to you all, and many thanks for joining us here on our broadcasts, our mindful broadcasts. And it's a brilliant day for us today. I'm so excited because for the very first time I am going to be able to introduce a guest mindful practitioner, and I can't think of anyone more brilliant to have than the amazing John Earls, who is a yoga mindfulness practitioner. And John is from Satis, and he is going to take us through a 30-minute exercise around mindfulness and yoga, connecting the two elements together. Most of our broadcasts thus far have all been around kind of the sitting practice of mindfulness. And John has this amazing fusion of the technique of meditation and introducing it with some beautiful yoga poses. So I'm thrilled to be able to welcome John. And that's sufficient for me for the time being. I'll return back to you to say goodbye. But for the moment, I'm going to hand over to John, and a very warm welcome, John.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and thank you, Lethem. Hope you're all okay this early morning. So as Lethem said, we're going to do a little practice today, a short practice. This practice is going to be involving a few elements of yoga and a few elements of mindfulness. So my practice is in relation to the physical parts of yoga that I feel complement the more mental aspects of mindfulness. So I won't go into all those details about what I mean there, but I try to use mindfulness and yoga so that you can release tension within the body and the mind, and you can bring awareness into the body and the mind. So they're like my key focuses. I like to start off a practice with pranayama, which is a specific form of breathing. We're going to do some of that now. Then I like to do some movement, so we start to work with the asana part of yoga, which is the physical part. And then I like to finish them with some awareness exercises, which you'd probably recognize as being a bit more like a mindful meditation. So that's the idea for today. Now, as you can see in the background, I've got a little yoga mat and things all set up. You don't have to have a yoga mat all set up. If you can sit on the floor, great. It doesn't matter. If you can't, sitting on a chair is also great as well. So when I'm doing my sitting exercises, sitting in a chair is fine. I'm going to ask you to stand, so you just need a little bit of space to be able to raise your hands above your head and take your arms out to the sides. And that's it. So don't be put off by the fact that I've got a yoga mat behind me. Okay, so let's start. So I'm going to take myself over to my mat. I just want you to get yourself into a position where you're comfortable. So that could be sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor, or if you want to do this exercise standing, then feel free to do these exercises standing. So what I'm trying to say is just make sure you're comfortable, but you're able to take a full breath so your spine is elongated and straight, your chest is open, your shoulders are drawn back. Before we start our practice today, let's just take 30 seconds just to be still, calm down, close your eyes, don't move the body, and just bring your attention into your physical space. Once you're physically calmer and you're not wanting to move around too much, just take your attention to the sounds around you. Last few seconds, and just notice any sounds you can hear. Okay, guys, so open your eyes. The reason we did that first is to bring our attention inwards, so we become more inwardly facing with our mind and our awareness. Okay, let's do some pranayama. Okay, so I am going to just demonstrate what I want you to do. So don't practice this with me just yet, but practice this with me afterwards. So I'm going to do a practice and then we'll all do it together. So what I'm going to ask you to do is draw your shoulder blades back into your chest, and I'm going to ask you to bring your arms above your head. At this point, you're going to be breathing in. So I'm going to say, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, I'm going to ask you to bring your elbows to the sides. So you're not going lower than your shoulders. So your elbows are level with your shoulders. And I'm going to ask you to purse your lips and blow out 10 times, like this. Okay, we're going to do this 10 times. This is called sun breath, fire breathing. We're trying to bring our attention into our breath, but also warm the body up. So you should feel invigorated and warm and ready for physical practice after this next exercise. So when you're ready, bring your arms above your head, breathe in. As you breathe out, pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Got 3 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. Last one. And pause. Shoulders, chest, back. Oh, should be feeling quite tired, but oh man. Whew. Yeah, that's the intention. So pranayama, bringing your attention into your breath and pursing the lips helps you engage your diaphragm. So engaging the stomach muscles, starting to get them ready for movement. Lengthening the spine is opening our chest up, allowing us to take more oxygen. So the combination of working through the center, working through the breath, helps us to feel more centered, more alive, and more alert. It's also physically quite tiring, so your muscles will get tired. Okay. So when you're ready, take a stand. Come up. So we're just going to work with one exercise here called Tadasana, the mountain posture. Tadasana is very important in yoga because it's all about spinal alignment and using your center, your core and your hips. So it's about working through these 2 points. So we're going to use this Tadasana exercise now to focus on those areas. We're going to use breath and focus with a yoga asana to bring us mindfully into the body, but also help us to feel more open, more flexible, and more engaged. So bring your feet together for me. Yeah, so you got your feet together. I'm standing in a weird way just to heighten some postural defects that you may have. So feet together. Now look here, first of all at my knees. So I want to straighten my knees up to begin with. So if I'm a bit like this, straighten my knees up. Look how I'm stooping forward, yeah? I want to squeeze my bum and just turn my, see my thumbs, turn my pelvis under. So my hips are quite relaxed. I'm not engaged with the gluteal muscles. When I tighten the muscles here, squeeze and tuck my pelvis under, look what happens. My pelvis comes forward and I start to straighten. That's not me exaggerating, that's genuinely when I straighten up. So when I tense these muscles up here, my spine straightens. So if you've got a bit of a tight back, oh, just try that. Tucking the pelvis underneath will help you stand up. Okay, suck your belly in. Like this in the morning, oh, big belly, suck it in. That's it, tight through the centre. Tight through here. Okay, next exercise, draw your shoulder blades back. So you should be bring your shoulder blades back so they're squeezing together, and then you pull them down, yeah? So you bring them back, so you squeeze the shoulder blades together and pull them down slightly, yeah? Now look at my neck, poking forwards. Yeah, you can see that, poking forwards. Now I want to draw my chin inwards. So I've got my shoulders pulled back and down, and chin inwards, yeah? So now I should be standing in an upright position. Okay, from here I want you to keep your stomach tight, so tighten your stomach, squeeze your hips, and I want you to take 4 slow breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. Focus on keeping your stomach muscles tight. Inward breath 1, and outward breath. Inward breath 2, and outward breath. Inward breath 3, and outward breath. Inward breath 4, and outward breath. Good. Keep that breathing going now. Simply want you to keep your feet together. Make sure you don't go back into that posture, so tighten hips, shoulder blades. So you keep yourself engaged, and simply want you to go like this. Inward breath up, outward breath down. Inward breath up, outward breath down. Okay, just keep going, so we're going to go for another 10. And down. 9. And down. 8. And down. 7. And down. Keep going. 6. And down. 5. And down. 4. And down. 3. And down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. And relax. Oh, good. Beautiful. So, Tadasana then, the mountain posture. Tadasana, mountain. Tadasana, mountain. Very important for this exercise to be appreciative of how important the feet are, how important the shoulder blades are, and how important the elbows are. So we're going to go through those elements now. We're going to work from the elbows to the shoulders to the feet. So Tadasana is one of the positions that I always suggest everybody starts off with yoga, because it's one you can get great benefits from and everybody can do it. Okay, so start off in that posture, yeah, get your legs, hips, shoulders, chest, chin, stand up for once, yeah. Get used to that, go through that checklist. Knees, pelvis, belly as well, forgot that one, shoulders, chin. Okay, next step then, I'm just going to ask you to take your left hand and left arm up. So take a step back. There we go, you can still see my hand. So, I'm going to ask you to bring your hand up so it's level with your shoulder. Okay, and bring your arm up. Yeah, keep going. So keep going up, 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 up. Okay, now elbow and ear should be level, yeah? Elbow and ear should be level. That shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be arching through your back. If you are arching through the back, it tells me one thing: you're very tight through here, deltoids and pectorals. So some people get to about there and they're like, oh. Another way to do that is you can come up against the wall, yeah? See whether you can bring both shoulders back without your lower back arching away from the door or wall. Okay, so just keep that arm up there. I bet one or two of you have dropped your arm, so keep it there. Look forwards, 4 breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. 1, 2, 3. Remember, keep the center tight. And 4, relax. Ooh, drop it down. Good work, everybody. Let's move to the other side. So get that right arm up, 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 up. Keep going, up, 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 and there. Right, so you should have the elbow level with the ears. You're starting to go like that, you know you're a bit too tight, just bring that hand forward a little bit. So it's more important to keep the spine in a better alignment than to get the arm back. Okay, once you're in that tall position, then 4 breaths, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Right. Knees, hips, belly, shoulders, chin. Make sure you're standing. Now, this is the trick, both arms. So the tendency is, when we get to about there, we tend to try to get some of the movement like that. Make sure that doesn't happen, yeah? You don't want to feel your lower back. If you do start to feel your lower back, put some more energy into here, the tops of the arms, or don't go as far. Using a wall can be very useful because when you're against the wall, you can really feel if your lower back is coming away and trying to get the movement through your lower back. But it's important to keep your belly tight here. Try to keep it centered, squeezing the stomach muscles, keep it tight so that you're getting the movement through your shoulders, not the back. Okay, so tighten that area. Bring both arms up, inward breath, all the way up. Keep going, so you might get a bit tight there, squeeze those muscles. Really don't get a movement from the back. Don't get the movement from the back. Yeah, keep it there. And we're up. And 4, 3, 2, and 4. Tadasana, mountain. Okay, so that was the elbows, very important in Tadasana. Where the elbows end up, they should be level with the ears, hands directly above the head, arms completely straight. Now let's work on the shoulders. So as we bring both hands up above us, we're going to focus on bringing the shoulders back and down. So we're going to make sure the chest is engaged as possible. So feet together, lock those legs, tuck the pelvis, tuck the belly in, shoulders back, chest forward, chin in, arms up. Yeah, all the way up. Okay, good. Now, when you're in that position, I want you to bring your shoulder blades together. So you've noticed that happen. Yeah, shoulder blades together and down. So your arms will open up a little. Okay, good. Breathe in and out through the nose. 1, 2, 3. 4. Who would think that just standing around, wafting your arms in the air, would be so much work? But it is, because when we start to work with alignments of our body, not only does the energy within our body start to flow better, and now I'm not going to go into the whole, the mantra of chakras and these sorts of things. What I mean by energy is blood flow, nutrients, body energy. When we're better aligned, things start to work better. But there is also that energetic side, so you talk about chakras and energy in the body. So yoga is a practice of getting things aligned so that they flow better. So when we learn how to stand correctly, and we learn how to raise our hands above us correctly, we're in contact with the body, we're more aware of our body. So if something is hurting us, we're more likely to be able to address that issue specifically, because we know where it is, we know how it should feel. Also, the body will feel better because you're better aligned. Okay, we've missed one, feet. Last one then, feet. So remember the steps, feet together, lock the legs, the pelvis, suck the belly in, shoulders back, chin tucks in, yeah? Arms above. Ideally, arms level with the, elbows level with the ears. Okay, shoulders back, hands together. Engage the shoulders. Now, I want you to physically push your feet down towards the floor. So I want you to close your eyes and try to push all of your body weight down through your feet. You're going to take 10 breaths here. So make your body as heavy as possible. Try to push your body weight all the way down through the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wow. Just take a second, pause. When you've had your hands above your head for so long, it can make you just feel a little tired. Pause for a second. Okay, so I'm just going to keep an eye on the time here. Know that we don't have super long, so we're coming towards the end of our practice. So my phone says 7 minutes past 8. Well, gives me one last little part of our practice then to focus on before we do a meditation to finish off on. Okay, so we've done Tadasana, yeah, we've done this exercise, yeah. So now what we're going to look to do is build all those steps in, the feet, the legs, the hips, the stomach, the chest, the shoulder, all those bits, incorporating then the arms above us, hands above us, all those steps, feet heavy. And then I'm going to ask you just to stretch your lower back a little. Now I'll demonstrate this before you have a go. So I'll ask you to take Tadasana. So remember, body's in that line, chin in, arms above, inward breath. As we breathe out, I'll ask you to do this. Yeah, bring your hands to the center. That means that you're going to be able to be pulling your shoulders back, chest is going to be open. That's one of the reasons we put our hands here. We open our chest. I ask you to lock your legs, yeah, make sure they're locked up, and simply lean forward. Now you might find this a little bit hard, so you could take your hands down in front. Yeah? You might go, oh, that's too much for me there. All right, at that stage, just let your hands down. But if you wanted to, you could keep going all the way down, 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 and just keep going as far as you want. You don't have to go far. Don't push yourself. I'm not trying to hurt anybody here. Just go as far as you want. But we're going to take this stretch as our last one and hold it for 10 breaths. So we're into a long, deep stretch. So when we're like this, our hamstrings become tight. So we want to just lengthen the hamstrings off. And again, it's all about getting that energy to flow better. Right, so feet together, arms above, inward breath. Tadasana, mountain. Bring your hands together if you wanted. As you breathe out, hands to the center. Start to lean the body forward. Don't do that. Don't push back. Lean the body forward. Lean the body forward. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going till you can't go any further. Then let the arms just drop down. Dangle if you want. Put the hands on the floor. It's up to you. Wherever you end up, just stay there for the next 10. Out breath. 9. Out breath. 8. Out breath. 7. Out breath. 6. Out breath. 5. Out breath. 4. Out. 3. Out breath. 2. Out breath. And 1. Okay, now bend the legs, yeah, bend, little bend. Hands on the knees if you need to. Slowly come up. Oh, take a stretch. Oh, all the way up. Ah, beautiful. Namaste. That's the end of our physical practice, our asana practice. Let me just double check. We've got a few minutes left. Good. We won't do this for very long, 3 or 4 minutes. I want you to stay standing if you can. This is called the mountain meditation. Normally done over a longer period of time, but today we just practice this for a moment or two. But because we've been physically doing the mountain posture, I think it'll be easier to get into this meditation than normal. So just take your feet together for me. Remember, tuck your pelvis underneath. Knees are locked, belly sucked in, chest back forwards, shoulders back. This time we're going to take our hands to the centre, or let them drop down to the side, depending on your preference. If you feel like it's too strange here, then that's okay. Just make sure your chest is in that open position. Chin in. Okay, good. To close your eyes in for a moment. I just want you to focus on your feet to begin with. Imagine like a mountain. You are tall and strong. And your feet are the base of the mountain, attached to the earth. You are unmoving. You are centered and strong. You're connected to the earth and nothing can move you unless you want it. Your base is the strength of your body. Your base is the strength of the mountain. Take all your attention into how your weight presses down through your feet and how strong you are at the center and at the bottom of the body. Like a mountain, you are tall and straight and pointing to the skies. Take your attention up from your base, from the ground, from the earth, up to the middle of the mountain, the middle of your body. Make sure that you can feel the strength of the body through this part. Your stomach and your hips are tight. Like a mountain, you can feel that strength running through you, rigid, strong, unmoving, unchanging. In this moment, you are completely perfect and nothing can disturb you. Take your attention higher, up towards your head, the peak of the mountain, the lofty heights in the clouds. And it's quite a miracle, really, that we are able to stand and our heads are as high up as they are. But with a strong base, we need not move, we need not be pushed around, we can be strong. And like the mountain, when we concentrate in meditation, we are unmoving, our focus is unchanging. Like the mountain, we are strong in our attention. So like the mountain, be strong now. For the last 60 seconds, focus your attention purely on your body, from the top, the middle, and the bottom. Allow no thoughts to distract you. Allow no sounds to draw your attention. Be completely within your body for these last 60 seconds. Okay, guys, so if you haven't already, just open your eyes for me. And that is where I will say goodbye for today. Hope you enjoyed your session. Lovely to meet you all. So yeah, John Earls from Satis. If you want to catch me, just find me on my website, www.satis.org.uk. Namaste. Have a good day.
Oh, many thanks, John. That was an absolutely brilliant introduction to mindful yoga, and my body is singing with life. I mean, who would think you could get so much vitality flowing through your body by concentrating so much just on standing still? It's a brilliant pose and asana to have done, and many thanks. All of John's details will be available also on PPMA website, and this session will also be available to download. Many thanks for joining us this morning, and I wish you joy, happiness, and huge contentment in your day ahead. And I look forward to seeing some of you, or if not all of you, tomorrow when our broadcast will recommence at 7:45. So wishing you well, sending you love, and bye for now.